Hello, welcome to a game called Thomas Was Alone. I don't know if you've heard of it. I haven't, so if you have, awesome. If you haven't, well, you know, join me. We're in this together, me and you. Just me and you, not me and the other guy, me and you. I was looking through my Steam games list, which is just massive because I've donated to a couple of like charity streams that give you loads of games randomly, and this was one of them, and I haven't played many of them or downloaded many of them, but this is one that was just on my computer, so I figured I'm gonna give it a play, see what it's like. Going to a new game. It's very some very cool music. It's very loud actually. I should probably change that because I can't hear a thing. The programs are playable. People have got this. It was a massive flop. The coders started adding strings to the ALS as a joke. Thomas at 23-60 wasn't special. Ah, no.
Thomas was alone. Wow. A weird first thought to have.
Let me just change the volume because otherwise I'm going to kill myself. There we go. Right. Movement keys. Left. Oh. I found the pause. That's the jump. Okay. Do I go? Do I jump that? Oh no, I go into that. Okay. I know how to do it now. Why are you still giving me...
Thomas decided to start listing his observations for posterity. 1. The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing.
FM6, let's go.
Okay, interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think! What if there was some kind of inverted
fall?
Sorry,
I spoiled that for everyone.
Some way to... what's the word? Jump. It worked! Thomas had solved the great inverted fall mystery.
Yay, go Thomas. Can I use these as well? I know how to move, stop telling me.
A big jump.
Maybe I have
Thomas
to just...
noted there was no real danger in missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him, but gently.
Oh, I can make that. That's easy. Ready? That did... Yes, I did it. Whoa. Did you hear that?
This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at
any moment. Sorry about that, guys. Just too quick for this game.
Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might, or might not, be important. It might have been paranoia again, but Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills.
I don't know if it's one step ahead of my skills though, Thomas, don't you worry. Oh, Jesus.
Designed just for him. He wondered why. Was the world testing him? No. Too obvious.
Why is there weird noises? Pass through respawn point.
Something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it. He made another mental note. 4. Water. Not good. To be avoided.
Go on, Thomas. What? I don't know what them weird noises are at the end of this, at the end of every level.
The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that.
Ah. Should have gone to school, Thomas, instead of staying off all day. Being a game. Oh my god, I can't make it. Nice. This is hard actually. Thomas is alone, guys. Thomas is alone. Oh my god. And boom. Jesus Christ.
Thomas had a new theory. The world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper.
Oh my god. No, he's getting further down.
He was evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with.
Oh, don't say that. I do not know what's happening right now. There we go. Got an achievement, the second one today. I submit hundreds of bug reports. I told that idiot this would happen. Overlapping scripts, more than one AI was bound to be responding to the environment at some point. It turns out I missed the point. The little error changed everything. We've got two bodies now, guys. This is where the game actually gets...
Chris took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
That's it. Will number 2 make me... Oh look, I actually have to... As this guy... Thomas is a nice guy, Chris. I honestly can't hear a thing, the music's too loud.
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times.
Tom, I need you, man.
Well, not technically graceful. It's probably the wrong word, but you know, fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
Just hit me in the face. I love this music, it's so peaceful and loud. No, Tom, get off my head. Nice little fat, you can just go straight down. Come on, Thomas. He's good, isn't he? What? Can we move now?
Okay, this was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it, which of course made it all the more enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him?
One that's involved in being... Look at that. Now, Thomas has a lot of work to do. God's sake. I'm just glad Thomas can jump high, unlike you, Chris, piece of shit.
Great. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile.
Thomas is so good. I love you, Thomas. There's one. I didn't think I'd have the patience to do that, to be honest. I won't lie to you.
Was this good? Because on the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
Boom. Right, come on, Thomas. Thomas is so much better than Chris. Oh, as I just jumped completely over it. Can I jump up there? No, I can't. Alright. This is a very I like the music in this game. I like games with good music. Good background. Oh, God, if I do this one more time, I'm going to kill myself. Okay. Oh. So hard. It's not even hard, it's easy. It's just I'm not jumping at the right time. Right, ready? We did it, Mum. We did it.
Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred. He seemed so very happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness.
Look what I did for you, Chris.
That would be fine. But it was all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot. He hoped the next portal would split them up, if only for a few levels.
Alright, ready? We can do these both in one. 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Oh, did it. I reckon I need to leave this guy here. Yeah, I thought so. Now he's in the way. Oh no. Chris is gonna hate me. Chris, you are useless. Let's get you down here. Wait, can Chris get on my head? No, I can't jump with Chris on my head, he's too fat. Oh, I did it. How's Thomas going to get through there? Oh, he just has to take the longer way. See, what Chris doesn't know about Thomas is he lives a lives a much harder life. Look at that. Oh. Oh, I'm not going to make it. Oh my god, I thought I wasn't going to make it then. Oh. This is actually quite good. I like this. Just excuse me, Chris, buddy. No. No, what are they doing?
John knew. He knew that this was his chance. A moment to shine. This was game day.
Oh, how does Chris feel about this? Right, I can do this, I can do this. Done it. Punk. Literally what I just said. How high can...
This would not do. John needed room to show off his exceptional skills. As it was, he was trapped on the wrong side of these little dot things.
I don't know why the narrator reminds me of Richard Hammond for some reason.
John inhaled the air of the open space, and it smelled of awesome. Time to flex those muscles, to put his training to use, time to show those little dots how it was done. John decided to press the switch, to let the little dots catch up with him. John cared for his new allies.
Unlike Chris, he's an ungrateful bastard.
You could tell from the sympathetic expression he'd practiced in the mirror all these years.
Wow, Thomas was number 1 on my keyboard, and now he's number 3, just like that. Just moved, just because there's someone bigger. Oh mate, Chris can really use this to bully these two guys. How am I going to ever get that? Oh, maybe I can just... Shit. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, I can just do that. Do it. Come. I know. Who's this? Let's use. I know what to do. Like that, you see. Get red up there as well. And then get lanky bastards. Easy. No, I don't want that. I want you to stay there. You need to come here and help Thomas. This game is clearly not about Thomas being alone, because he's not alone at all. Pick number 1, and then put number 3 there. There we go, boom. Alright guys, I'm going to leave that there. Alright, I just figured I'd try that game. I really did enjoy it actually. Not as much as I thought I would. It was a bit boring to start off with. I mean, I will honestly be surprised if you are still watching this now. If you are, thank you very much. You clearly enjoy my videos more than even I do. Thomas Was Alone. It's cheap, I think. I don't know how much it is on Steam, I'm honest. The link will be in the description if you want to have a look at it. It's a little bit of a puzzle game. You need to get into it to get into it. I don't know. It's hard to review it after playing it for 10 minutes or 20 minutes, however long I've been playing it. It's hard to really just be like it's good or it's bad. It's the beginning of it is really boring, and then the next couple of it you start actually thinking about what you're doing, so it makes the game interesting. I just thought I'd do a quick Kieran's tries, as I'm very much a fan of doing these, and I do love doing them. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Hit like if you like this video, hit subscribe if you enjoy my videos, and I will see you in a bit.